Hello, 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 hello. Let's make sure my desktop audio is working. Yeah, looks good, looks good. All right, let's throw on some chill music or something here in the background. Let's hope this isn't too loud once it actually starts playing. Oh, I got this tab muted, that's why. Let's see. It's a little quiet. Trying to balance audio is like one of the most painful things when it comes to trying to mix for stream. Oh, it feels good to be back. I haven't touched Genshin in a couple days. Oh, I logged on last night, set some stuff up quick, and logged off. I didn't do any commissions. I just condensed some resin because it's Lynette Day. It's Monday. Pretty sure Lynette's mats aren't available. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they are. Who knows? We're doing bounty commissions, though. Because we can. Even though these ones don't give Mora at all. But, you know. Fuck it, we ball. Random, so how have you been? How are things? I've had finals after finals after finals. And I've had so much prep and work and... Things have been good. That's wonderful to hear. I'm sure there won't be as many people in here today, which is fine, because it is a midday on Monday, and the only people who are around right now are, like, in time zones they don't normally stream to, so it's alright. Or people who are up super late, or people in the US who are done with school, or, you know. I guess it is kind of like 5-ish, not 5, like 4:30 in the UK, so perhaps. I don't get a lot of people from the UK over here, though. Oh, lordy. Lynette does take a lot of damage, though. Yeah, Skyward is one of her best. Which is awesome. You don't even need, like, a fucking, you know, featured catalyst in order to do it. Which kind of makes it, like, oh. Makes her a little bit more appealing, you know? Ah, this seems so squishy. Oh, Lord, I can't even really think right now. I'm just kind of like, oh, man, it feels nice to be back and, like, not have to worry about school for a little bit. Albeit I have some stuff I gotta do later today. Is this guy immune to a Nemo? He is. That's actually ridiculous. Oh my god. Oh yeah, he's immune to an emo. Oh yeah. Nice. Nice. Oh, that's just peachy. That is wonderful. And I can't even Oral Ron him because Oral Ron flies. God, I'm eating absolute ass. is the problem with Ororon. If he had some more AoE on his arrows, you'd be able to hit things a little bit more effectively. Like, that's hard. I'm just an idiot. Okay, we go heal. I should have saw that was like no anemo, but you know, we don't look. We God. God. Heal me, please. Where's the last one? Oh. All right. It's a nice Monday morning, man. Wonder if we do some trounce today. I wonder. You know, me too. Me too. Farina with long hair was kind of like, whoa. Vocalors? Ooh. She looked dope as hell. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Man, if Lynette had some, like... Oh my god, I'm trying to, like... Zenless dodge this thing. Jesus Christ. Ugh. That's copium right there. Oh my god. We are so making her stronger today. She's gonna get stronger. Hell yeah. We're doing it. Lynette needs it. Unless I should build the shit out of Yao Yao. Oh, we're done. Oh. Oh. Notland wings, baby! Didn't think that was coming this week. I honestly still like the KFC wings on Chasca. And on Lene. Who likes Notland wings? Toma, yeah, that's true. Nilu's getting them because they match her hair. Is Yoimiya gonna like them, though? Sure. Because those Lilue ones don't necessarily match her colors the best. Not Candace. Oh, Chevy. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah? Toma? Dea? I wish I had Dea. Oh, my God. I think I like the Dragon Spine Spit wings too much on Ganyu. Oh yeah, it's Hoots Out time. For sure, for sure. I wonder how they'd look on Ito. Pretty good, because he's got the red in there. Oh, Kazuha. Oh, yeah, because he's got the fucking orange and the red. Oh, yeah. And then... who else has got red on them? I think he's going to look best with the Fontaine wings. No, he won't. Honestly, Toma, or Child kind of looks badass with the base ones. Alright, who else? Toma's gonna be crazy with them. Oh, yeah. And then... did I have the leeway wings on Bennett? Yeah, it's due time. I think the leeway wings work on Zhongli. What is Kuki like? I think she looks best with the KFC wings, honestly. Oh, Yanfei. Ooh. Yeah. Amber! Amber! Oh, baby. Didn't think about Amber. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they're going on Diluc 100%. He's got the red and black. If I had this outfit for Diluc, I'll probably never get it because Diluc, but... oh, man. Now imagine that with that all-red outfit. Woo! Shoo! Oh, shoo! And then Hazo, or Beto. Not Hazo. No, I like the KFC wings on her because of the gold accents, I think. I think those look better. Alright, cool. We got them kitted out with wings. Now I gotta have a debate in my head. I want to finish Lynette, but goddamn Banner's got me thinking about Yao Yao. You know, because she's upcoming and she'll be out tonight, and I think a Yao Yao build could be cool. Considering she's a healer, and I doubt anybody else will be covering her. Her books won't be out until tomorrow. Yeah, Yao Yao's awesome. Sometimes you just need a Dendro healer, especially with, like, Nilou, you know? I do have the quality of life, Barbara. I do, I do. I will be putting out a Barbara is good video eventually because I use my level 50 Barbara sometimes as is. in like niche abyss runs. I just slap her with Thrilling Tales and then I put like just stacky HP artifacts on her and she does the job, you know? And her talents aren't even leveled. Like this works, you know? Let me check online and see who's farmable on... well, first, I guess we should look at Lynette, see... these are Wednesdays, okay. And I need Mora for that. So we can't really get her stronger. Her artifacts aren't going to get much better. She's got her weapon. She needs crit rate, so I guess that would come from artifacts. This is what I need on her. I need an attack mains sands in order to keep her damage up, unfortunately. Unless I just happen to... I mean, I could just try this for the time being. That would make her happier. Get her crit damage up a little bit, but her attack is so low. You have an attack main sands on your Barbara? Oh, no, no, no. I have an attack circlet. I'm running an EM sands, because that's needed here. As goofy as it is. That actually rolled more into attack. Why did that go down? Oh, because, wait. Why did that go down? 9-9 to 11-7. I don't know why that went down. What can I do to buffer attack? I could farm books, but, like, that would barely touch her attack. Ascending her wouldn't be the correct choice. Because that's way too much risk for reward. The stat stick of Diluc's signature, you're right. I just wish Bennett was a Claymore character. Yeah, that 40% attack on opponents lower than 30% HP is very strong. I mean, it's got to be a rainbow team. And I could swap out Oro. The problem is Ororon works here as kind of like a Bennett replacer while introducing Electrocharge. And that can get swirled and be really strong. Farina's obviously got her buff. And then Albedo's in here to keep it rainbow to buff with 125 Elemental Mastery on his burst. Now, let's take a peek then here. So, this is the one that I have set up right now. Except instead of these pieces, it's actually, what is it called? And this is supposedly with attack percent. Let's drop it down to crit rate, and then let's bump attack to, what is it, 11.7 with, you know, I'd say it's 27.2, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1. Oh, that's crit rate. Oh. I think it's 27.7. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, sure. Yeah, I know. If I had Dea, it'd make my life a lot easier. I'm running her an EM Sands that doesn't have these crit stats. What is her crit stat right now? This is at 76,246. Right now, she's at 61,217. So, let's replicate her artifacts piece by piece. So, Flower is a Glad Flower. We'll keep this the same. It's 22.2 or 22.5. I don't think there's any other Claymore characters that I could use other than Bennett to buff. Chongyun would override Lynette's infusion, unfortunately. which is kind of annoying. Noelle for the heals. Yeah. I could do Noelle instead of Albedo, but it's like a limited attack buff, you know what I mean? Like it's not the longest attack buff that you get out of, like, the attack buff lasts for a while itself, on the weapon, but it's only on enemies, you know, that are lower than 30% HP. So when you're on a boss, it's not the greatest in the world. So I'm gonna can this, and then we'll throw on a viridescent piece. And then this is set to EM, and then this has only 7.8% crit damage, and then attack of 11%. Beto. Oh, yeah, I could swap in Beto instead of Ororon and then use Bennett. Beto doesn't have any attack buffing in her kit, right? Yeah, I don't think Sayu has any buffs either. And the Nemo buff isn't good because then that eliminates Lynette's personal attack buff that she's giving the team from having a rainbow team. Because when Lynette's in rainbow, or as many differing elemental types from her, it's a big buff in terms of personal attack. Yeah, it's just Dory has no attack buffing, you know? Other than, like, Dory's not a buffer, she's just a healer. Alright, so we're at 61, 217, 5. That's where we're at right now. Does the circlet have anything else on it? This is 10.5. Okay, so looks like on crit she's hitting 9k. How can we make... Oh, I didn't make this glad. Oopsies. And then I gotta make this glad. I'm just kind of doing it randomly because I don't really care as long as I have the stats of the pieces correct. I'm hoping I get Dea too, man. I would love a Dea. If I fail on Nuvi Banner but get Dea, I would be so happy. I'm only gonna do 15 pulls on Nuvi Banner tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna stream tonight because I won't really have any resin, and I won't really have anything to do or talk about on stream other than, like, summon for, like, literally 5 minutes. And Isla's not summoning, and I don't know anybody else in chat that's summoning other than for Zhongli, but I'm pretty sure they're in different time zones and really only available in the morning, so... The 15 pulls that I'm doing... Because I'm close for pity, so that's what I'm doing. All right, so it's up to 13k with Glad. If I switch this to attack percent, it actually dips down. So EM is there, but if I have attack percent here, it jumps way up, you know. But her crit rate drops down to that gross 30%. Now, I guess the question is, you know, say we swap Albedo out for Bennett here. We throw Bennett on like Aquila Fav with 4-piece knob, and then Bennett's at 865 base attack with his elemental burst at level 11, and he's C1. And we're using Noblesse. Yeah, that is better. Yeah, 20 pulls. Yeah. Mine's not insane either. I guess my trying to find an excuse to use Albedo is not always the best. And that's assuming we have Farina buff up, you know? I'm using really Ororon here because he's an attack buffing character. You know, and I don't have Farazan, so there's no real good way for me to buff Lynette's and Emo. You know? Really? Really? No shit. Alright, back to Genshin. So, we just throw Bennett in the party, see how that floats, and then maybe gun after a better than this Sans. Or a better than this Goblet, because they're both pretty bad. This is going to be the ratio that keeps her happy. And Bennett's got heals to help out Farina, I guess. He's on full noblesse. Well, he doesn't need this, that's for sure. What's a Goblet with good energy recharge? Sure. 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 I think it's on... No, it's on him. Yeah, I know, it's the Deluxe skin. It doesn't count. I would argue that skins don't count. Because it's not like you're advancing your account by the use of money. This should really get done. Because it will make my Bennett stronger. Give him some more ER, you know? And bring his base attack up. I don't know, what do you think? Would that be a better use of... So if we go from 844 at level 11, that's 18k to 865, that's 19k to level 13. That's very minimal. Yeah, but like the buff that's only in this team is like super duper minimal. I guess the ER would help, you know? I feel like getting him up would be a better use of my time than grinding for artifacts that aren't even gonna happen. And I mean, I can do some noblesse once I finish Bennett. And I can't do this because it wrecks Kaching, unfortunately. Just like Candace and Chongyun wreck Kaching. I wish I could, but I love using Bennett and Kaching. Because this 15% pyro damage bonus would be awfully nice at C6, but I just... You know? They gotta fix it first. Yeah, so let's do Bennett. Fuck it. Let's do it. We got some bangin' ass wings. First things first, do I have a teleport waypoint in my bag? Yeah, I got 4. Alright, and then I have tribal rewards, apparently. I really don't think I do. So I'm not sure what that's talking about. Oh, I did them for the Flower Feather Clan? Oh, that's where they were from? How many of these do we have? 5? And then if we get a 6th, does that mean it's C6? Because we get the Traveler for free and then we get 6 of these? I'm sure that's going to be what these are. Probably will be building Pyro Traveler. Just because it'll be a DPS. Yeah, C6 Pyro Traveler. I think it wrecks Lynette, even though Lynette is self-infusion. Pretty sure it wrecks it. I'm pretty sure Bennett overrides any self-infusion unless the self-infusion dictates that it cannot be overridden, which is kind of poop. Because, like, Kaching's gets overwritten, Candace overwrites people. You can't use... I'd love to use Candace in a Kaching team for extra electrocharged application, but it just doesn't work because it changes Kaching completely. Turns Kaching into, like, a Hydro DPS, which doesn't really benefit her at all. You know? It was kind of annoying. I'd love Jade Cutter for Kaching, though. So I think when that banner comes out during Lantern Rite, it's going to be Jade Cutter that I'm going to summon for. Which should be pretty fun. I think the next wings I'm gunning after are Fontaine's. So I'm going to be doing Fontaine's reputation quests next week. That's what we're going to start with. Getting back into Fontaine. Because I think maybe I have like 3 or 4 weeks of Fontaine left, and I'd like to bang it out before they introduce the next tribe. At least get like Inazuma done, or something like that. Inazuma's got a longer way to go, and Sumeru probably won't happen for a long time. I mean, her damage is consistent, right? There's the 40k. I mean, it died fast, not because of Lynette, though. That could be good. That could be a good glad piece. This is every, like, 40 resin you spend, right? Every 30 resin you spend. Okay. I mean, I think I'll have some resin left over after we do this for some Noblesse, maybe. Well, it depends on how much Mora I need, actually. I'm gonna need some Mora. I think I should just ascend Bennett for the ER and not worry about leveling him to 90. Because I think leveling him to 90 will be really expensive. For some reason. Yeah, I mean, we'll give it a go. I wish I... Well, if I had Bullied on Noelle, it would buff... I don't have a Bullied set. It would only buff Noelle. And if I had... Who are we pulling out of here? Ororon's attack buffing, Bennett's attack buffing. I would assume Farina's the weakest, but I need to break the red is fine. So let's pull Bennett out. And then Gravestone on Noelle. Who I have her kind of built. I don't have artifacts on her right now, but... If we Gravestone Lynette... Or sorry, if we Gravestone... even though she's defense scaling. These are alternate Sitlali facts. Or no, I kind of was using her as my Sitlali butt. Right? No, who was I using as my Sitlali, like, extra? Certainly it wasn't her. I don't know, I have, like, no Sitlali pieces and it's terrible. Petra would be good if... Right? Like, 4-piece Petra would be good if I had 4-piece Petra. No, it wouldn't work because Lynette wouldn't get... Yeah, she was at Lally placeholder, I think, maybe. But you can't buff a Nemo through Crystallize, so Petra don't work. Tenacity doesn't make sense, right? Because it's only when her elemental skill hits opponents, and her elemental skill doesn't hit multiple times, and it only lasts for 3 seconds. Maybe a tenacity buffing. Who's a Claymore character that can run tenacity? You know, like effectively run tenacity. I'm pretty positive Chongyun overrides. Well, Tenacity, so Tenacity's buff lasts for 3 seconds, and it can be triggered every half second, refreshing its duration with its elemental skill. But I need something that has, like, a consistent uptime that's tenacity. Dory wouldn't work. No, she wouldn't. How can I filter by Claymore? Not Kanich. No. Well, I'll actually have to see if it overrides for Chongyun. No. What's his off-field? No. That's an on-field. Beto's is an on-field, is it not? This is only a Beto shield, right? Or does it apply for the team? Right, Beto is a cooldown, but, like, you could probably maintain that within 3 seconds. You know. It's a team-wide shield. One per second, so that's fine. Okay, so Beto's in contention. Kave's elemental skill doesn't do anything than trigger cores, doesn't it? Yeah. And then I actually don't know what the hell Gaming's is. No, not that. And Jin Yan's, isn't it just a plomp? Oh, it is a shield. That elemental skill has to damage opponents. Yeah, so a shield doesn't necessarily work. The elemental skill has to hit opponents. So the question is, does the shield called by Stormbreaker trigger tenacity? I think not. Thunder Beast's Targe is a burst only thing, and that just is a personal thing. Yeah, but the problem is it in order to, like, you want tenacity on off-field characters so it consistently buffs. So, like, if we were to get rid of Farina here, you know, we'd be introducing Zhongli, and then what? We would just have, like, an electro reaction happening sometimes occasionally, you know? So, like, also, where the fuck is a Hydro Claymore? But that's besides the point. That's considered normal attack damage, so do any of her cons make it... No, because I think Stormbreaker is considered burst damage. It's not considered elemental skill damage. So really the only one that could run Tenacity is Chongyun. And who are we switching Chongyun out for? Bennett temporarily. So let's try a Tenacity Chongyun and see if that overrides Lynette's infusion. Hopefully this works. Because I'd love to be able to take Farina out and just throw Bennett back in, and then... I don't even know what fucking reaction we're getting then, but... kind of nothing. Which is annoying. And I don't think we want Gilded, honestly. Because he's got to trigger a reaction, and that's not really going to happen. Or no, Tenacity doesn't work on him because it's not like a multiple application type deal. It's just a fucking instance. Field lasts for... Yeah, she can trigger Millilith, but she doesn't give it uptime. You know, that's what I'm more concerned about, is uptime. Unless I was to use Gilded, but then there's got to be better options for this. Like, you wouldn't want to do a Gilded Farina. You could. As goofy as that is. It would be permanent uptime with Ororon. And because it's a differing elemental type. I can't find a way to work Gravestone in here because, like, this, like, you have to hit the opponent with your Claymore character. You know what I mean? When they're below 30% HP. So I feel like it's kind of situational. Whereas, like, Bennett's just you plop down the ult and then it's, like, good to go. So if we were to Gilded the shit out of Farina... So let's just pull a naked character and then have them take Farina's artifacts for the time being. So we can rip this off. Just temporarily. I know that circlet's bad. My better one's on Chiori. Alright. So... now Farina's naked. Okay, this is where things get tricky. We go to Gilded, man. I think for the time being, I'll do this one that's on... No, I'll do this one. It's gonna nuke Farina's damage, but... do I have a Gilded Circlet HP? Yes. I actually didn't see her birthday art. Is it cool? I think I'll go back to this, just for the time being. Her ratio's ass, but... she's got HP. You know, she doesn't actually need this. Do I have a crit rate? I could go to HP Gob, and then what is my, like, off-piece crit rate? This is so munted. This is so cursed. Her stats gotta be worse now. Yeah, but they're functional. Okay. Gilded Farina. An actual buffing Farina. Good Christ. This is going to be atrocious. But it might make Lynette stronger, you know? A burning team with the need of Evo Traveler. So the problem with going anything Anemo or doubling up on an element is it's going to take away from Lynette's passive, which all party members' attacks will be increased by 8, 12, 16, and 20%. That 20% attack is important to maintain. So, unfortunately, that gets yoinked out of the question. Oh, for your team, Emily, Benny, Layla, and then a Nevo Traveler infused reburning? Yeah, probably. Okay, so the problem with this guy is he's in the goddamn water. Okay. Back to Reg is fine. She's not critting, but it's definitely stronger. Because it's buffing EM. Which is kind of funny. That's goofy as hell. I've never heard of a Gilded Farina. Because it's a team-wide EM buff, is it not? Each of the aforementioned buffs will count up to 3 characters. This effect can be triggered once every 8 seconds. Yeah, right? Normally you'd go Farina first, but it wouldn't buff Lynette here if Lynette's the last. So this is dumb, but maybe this is the better way to do it. I mean, you're not going to get a lot of uptime on her burst, but... I bet her ER is terrible now. Yeah. It's dookie. We're just going to build up some particles here, and then we'll worry about it on the next run. My Farina's damage is nuked. I mean, Lynette likes the EM, that's for sure. I need 20 of these, correct? I own 13, so I need to do 3 more runs. So, I mean, if it's a team-wide EM buff... and running a mono team isn't viable. I really wonder if 4-piece Glad would be stronger than Venerer, because Venerer buffs by 15% in emo damage. Okay, so now let's see if... is this capturing my whole screen? Kind of. So if we go to 4-piece Glad and just throw similar stats on this. So 7, 22, 5. 4-piece Glad could be the thing that changes it. Then what's easiest to change? This is just 11, 11, 7, 7, 8. Um, 11.7, 7.8. It is more. So 4-piece Glad is better. So yeah, Instructor would work on somebody. I think it's not as good as Gilded on Farina, though. So Instructor Bennett's powerful. Instructor Ororon isn't as good as wait, is Ororon even buffing? Unless I do this, then will Ororon buff an emo? How could I get Cinder City to buff an emo? Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where he is. It's just Cinder City is a buff, is like cracked for the elemental damage bonus. So, I mean, we run 4-piece Glad here. That's with an EM Sands. What if we switch to attack? Attack nerfs it. So if I get an EM Sands here, I can keep an off-piece, which is going to have to be the Goblet, unfortunately. Yeah, do. What's the other Venerer piece? The Circlet? We'll have to go that. It drops or crit damage. But still buffs. Oh yeah, and the whole point of having Albedo was it buffed Uraku. Which takes off a little bit of damage. I could use Sarah, but it's only on the... Only for... I think her... Oh, yeah, I could. But she's not stronger than Bennett. And it's not stronger than Ororon's overall, like, 28% elemental damage boost. And it won't beat out Gilded, I don't think. Because I don't want any mono elements. So, I mean... This should be better if I had some artifact XP, which I don't have, because I gotta level up that Sands. So let's go to Tubby and get some artifact XP, level up that Sands a little bit. Except, leveling an Elemental Mastery Gladiator Sands is so cursed. Yeah, Zhongling's passive attack buff, though, is only 10% with her talent 2 on her elemental skill. And Yoimiya's, I think, is 15? Don't quote me on that. I've never used Yoimiya in a support position. I know she does buff team-wide attack, but I've never checked how much it is. And I doubt it'd be worthwhile taking out Bennett, because I gotta keep that swap. The only thing that we could include in here to swap anything out would be, realistically, a cryo buffer that's somehow better than Farina with Gilded. And I think Farina's attack buff is too strong, because we gotta keep Ororon and Bennett. And I mean, it'd kind of take damage away because unless there was another Hydro buffer that runs Gilded that could be better, the problem with Candace is she might override Infusion because I do have her C6. Of course, Sigeween would be the one. Nilou, no. You know, Yelan does have a strong buff. For elemental damage bonus, but I doubt it's stronger, but it would probably increase on-field damage. I mean, for shits and giggles, let's look at Candace. Shenhe buffs everything because it's Shenhe. Yep. I'm with you on that one. She's got low ER, she needs more ER, but HP is good for off-field damage. Let's see if there's a Candace override. Because she triggers passive nicely. Well, let's fix Furina first. Alright, so Furina ditches this. Wait. Does Candace want this? Yeah. So let's ditch this piece and put on that from Noelle. I think Noelle's got my flower. My Sands was on Noelle. Marshall says there, and then this is good. Okay, so Furina's back to normal. But say we eliminate her for Candace with the Gilded buff. Is there an override? Normal attack, charge attack, plunge attack, skill, and burst. Yeah, that's Shenhe in a nutshell. I hate how EM Sands, you're like kind of locked into it. What's that piece that I leveled that ended up not being, like, that good? Oh, I just leveled up, like, a thing. Okay, how much does it take to ascend Bennett? Just so I can kind of keep that amount of more on the back burner. 120k? Okay. Let me go hit, Noblesse. That's in leeway, right? Yeah, it is. I hate how Shenhe's so good, especially as a Cryoflex, and then you can get some melt in there. This, I'm kind of like locked into Electrocharged. Because there's no type of infusion, like, if I was to do like an off-field melt or an off-field vape, you know, there's not really a good support pyro buffer that I can think of that would trigger Tenacity or Noblesse. And yeah, you could use Kujo Sara, but then where the fuck, like, with the introduction of Hero of the Cinder City, it's so strong, you know? So it's like, I don't know if Hero of the Cinder City, like, removing it from the equation would be wise at all, you know? Because it's so strong. Where the hell is Noblesse? It's over here, right? Yeah. Give me all the most cracked Bloodstain pieces, because you always do, you frickin' domain. Ugh. This team's gonna suck in here. Pretty sure, because it's Geo Vishaps now. They changed it from 3 Abyss Mages, which was awesome, because you could just venti it. I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's a Ruin Guard? Since when? Oh, I forgot to change the team. I mean, that's better. It's certainly better with the Glad. You know, I'm not getting a Geo buff. If I was to use, you know, I don't know if using Zhongli would be better. than Candace. Because Zhongli kind of triggers tenacity. Kind of. Like, he kind of does. And he will buff Uraku. Then I lose Electro Charged. Which, do I really want? No. Alright, let's see if Candace overrides. Let's hope she doesn't. Chevreuse does buff attack based on her max HP. It could be stronger than Bennett. It could be. I generally don't think it is, though. Alright, let's see if that overrides Lynette. Yeah, Candace overrides Lynette. Because Lynette... Well, does Lynette have any normal attack and emo buffing in her kit? Or is it fine to run her hydro? No, because he doesn't infuse with it. You're right. Ayato does buff. And it's not like a con-based thing. And it increases normal attack damage of characters in by 17%. Oh? Oh? Candace alternative? I mean, like, if we'd have to run him gilded. You know? To keep the same buff, because I think gilded is stronger. Are there any support swords? Oh, I'm being retarded, dude. Why not Yunjin? Because then no electro charged. But that's fine, right? Because, like, Auroron can still have Electro Swirl. Why not Yunjin? I only have her C5, meaning I'm not going to get that normal attack speed buff. But yeah, Yunjin can't be ran gilded, but she'll buff Uraku. You know? Got her on engulfing. Pretty sure I have her gunned after ER. Yeah, her defense is a little low. Yeah, no tenacity, but... her defense is a 2k now. Strong buff. I mean, let's rock it. See how it goes. It would be cool with Ayato. I just don't know if like, how would I get particles for Ayato? You know? Oh yeah, Yunjin is stronger. Yunjin all across the board is stronger. Because she is buffing Uraku. Like, even if slightly, it's still at least a little bit of an Uraku buff. And she's got pretty much permanent uptime on her burst. She needs a little bit more ER, but... And she's still hitting the same with her elemental skill, Lynette. Like, I don't want to take anything that, like, negatively affects the rest of her kit. You know? It would be cool if Ayato was just... I'm trying to think about particle gen here. And, like, how that would be incorporated. If I could even incorporate it. Like, do I go, like, a Skyward Blade normal attack buffing Ayato? Like, is that normal attack buff stronger than Yoon Jin? I kind of doubt it. The problem with Yoon Jin is she just needs more particles, especially if I was to run her solo. Ororon's a good particle gen. Yeah, if I had that weapon, I would. Man, do I really need more particles on Yoon Jin? Alright. Yeah, Lynette is stronger here. And Lynette's pretty much got permanent uptime, you know? Because you just skill twice. Except she's vulnerable as shit. You know, this might be enough particles on Yoon Jin. I don't know. Yeah, it does give ER an elemental skill crit rate. I do have Skyward Blade, though. Not leveled. I would try it if I had Skyward Blade leveled and, like, a decent ER gilded-based thing. You know? Because it would have to be gilded. Like, you would have to do gilded, because you couldn't do tenacity. And Noblesse is already being used. And Yoon Jin would be better if there was some buffing set she could run. Which, I mean, she could sometimes run Noblesse, but there's real no good. Like, unless I had, like, an instructor's Yoon Jin, but that just tanks the amount of defense percentage that she can have. And it wouldn't help with her ER. Having her on 2-piece Defender's Will, 2-piece Husk is kind of cursed, but, I mean, it is what it is. Oh, I don't have a Hydro for this. Shit. I remember why I was using Farina for the time being. I mean, 5k on her own without any buffs. Is probably okay. I wonder why she's still taking damage through the shield, though. Wait, is Yoon Jin's shield only... Or, no, those are crystallized shields. Those should be buffing more. Is Lynette strong enough to be considered an emo DPS? I don't know. I mean, we have no Venerer right now. And if I was to, like, actually off-field her, you know, you would totally go Venerer. I don't think that'll ever be useful. How many of those... Oops, I forgot to check how many of those Hydro Cores or Pyro Cores we have right now. 16, so 2 more runs. Okay. I have tried Plunge Lynette in the past with Albedo, but I don't have Albedo C4. I don't have Zhang Yun, and I also don't like there is no artifact set as far as I'm aware of that would work well on Lynette that buffs plunging attacks, because Galad only buffs NA, it doesn't buff CA or PA, which, yes, is kind of goofy, but, I mean, that's how they kitted her out, right, at the end of the day, so, God, this is just hit defense percent on defense percent on defense percent. It's such a terrible goblet, or Sans, I don't care, it's about the main stat for right now. C6 Kirara does buff, that is true, but it's only 12%. And I'd be having to sacrifice Bennett for that, or Ororon, or Yunjin. I did consider Nahida, but I don't think Nahida's EM buff over trumps Ororon's buff, nor does it over buff, or it doesn't really do anything beneficial for the team. Because, yeah, it's 250 EM, but... Yeah, it's going to Lynette, but she doesn't need 250 EM. There's only a certain amount of scaling that she can get. Mona's C1, I believe, buffs her burst. Maybe not. Or is it the crit rate of party members? It's something funky. It buffs reaction damage. Hydro Swirl by 15. So it's buffing Swirl. If I wanted to buff Lynette's Swirl damage, it would be considered 15%. But her normal attack damage is not considered Swirl damage. So, like, her Nemo Infusion's just considered a Nemo normal attack damage. It's not considered swirled damage. Unfortunately. Yeah, but with Sucrose, then you're getting the mono in the team, which we don't want because then it's tanking Lynette's attack buff, which we gotta avoid. I don't think this team works well against bosses. I think it works a lot better against like fleets of enemies because Particle Gen is gained on defeat through this team, not really gained through anything else. I'm just trying to see what consistent numbers this is doing against a Regisfine that has this core up. I mean, it's typically about a fifth. It takes about a fifth of the damage away. So if you just multiply all the numbers by 5, that's kind of like what you're doing. You know? Which I think is okay. Right? Maybe that's just copium. It's probably just copium. To me, it's just copium. Strongbox. Yeah, that's garbage. I'll lock that, because you never know. EM for the last one. No. Okay. Gave me the fucking pieces I wanted without the stats I wanted. EM. No. The day they introduce a defense percent scaling an emo character, I will cry. The amount of defense percent in emo Sans I've gotten is ridiculous. The stupid thing is, like, the chances of you getting a Sans are 1 in 5. The chances of you getting any single piece off of 20 resin is evenly balanced. But the chance of that Sans being Elemental Mastery is 17.5%, according to Genshin's own damage calculations, alright? If you have a 17.5% chance on top of a 1/5 chance, let's just say Elemental Mastery is a 1 in 5 chance that you get it, right? Let's just say that that's how it works, and it's nice and easy like that. The problem that happens is when you take 20% of 20%, you end up with 5%. So the chance out of any specific domain run of you getting, or no, no, it's not 5%. It's like 3 point, or it's like 4, it's 4%, right? So the chance of you getting an elemental mastery on set, oh, it also has to be on set, so it's half of that as well. So of it being on set, it's a 2% chance of you getting an elemental mastery, sans, or circlet for any run. That is any 20 resin. So on average, if it takes 20 resin and you have a 4% chance, to guarantee that up to 100, you need to do 25 runs before you can theoretically, on average, get a single onset elemental mastery sans. And out of those 20 runs, you get 1 maybe 2. And are the substats even good? Like, the amount of resin that you need to incur to get the correct statted onset piece is, you know, if you're going for crit rate, crit damage, or elemental mastery, it's like fucking... It's like easily 25 times... it's like easily 500 resin per potential piece. You know? Or no, 25s isn't 500, is it? Yeah, it is. 500 resin is a lot. Like, that's a whole day to maybe get the piece you're looking for. In theory. You know, if it is a 1/5 of... No, it's 1/2 of 1/5. No, it's 2%. 1/2... 1/4 of... No, it's 1/5 of 1/5 of 1/2. So 50, 10, 2. So I don't have Aloy, because she does have that buff, doesn't she? So if it ends up being, you know, fucking 2%, you gotta do 50 runs. That's 1,000 resin. That sounds more like it. So like 2 days of farming to get the correct piece. Ridiculous. And that's just one. That's not even to factor in the fact that, oh, probably not gonna get the substats you want, you know? So it's like, is it even worth it, you know, to always get on set for those pieces? Or is it better to just run 2-piece? And I've found I've had a much better time just running 2-piece. For a lot of characters. Obviously, the sets that you get a lot of being Glad and Wanderers, those are the 2 pieces that I really tend to focus on, because they're strong, you know? 18% attack, like, grinding that is easier than having a Shimenawa's, you know, extra piece, you know? So it's like, it makes sense to me that that's what you'd want to do. Yeah, that's the other thing. You could go Cinder City xilonen, right? But then you're monoing up with Yunjin. And if you had C4 xilonen, you could just altogether replace Yunjin. I have C2 xilonen, but xilonen doesn't buff an emo damage with her C2. She doesn't do anything for Lynette, other than elemental res decrease overall. For... Wait, no. Elemental res decrease for the element she has a reaction with. She's not even having a reaction with an emo, is she? Yeah, she can't sample it, so she can't decrease the res of it. So, no xilonen. Yeah, I ruled that out, I think, a while ago. That was one of the first people that came to mind. That's the other thing with Kazuha. Like, Kazuha could buff this, but, like, who in God's green earth would I replace? You know? What does xilonen need to be ascended, anyways? What's... normally this is... 3 times 7, which makes 21. 3 times 6 is 18 plus 2. So 6 times 40 is 240. Do I have 240 resin on the docks? That's 4 refreshes. Yes, but I won't have the Mora to do it. That's fine. I did 1 too many domain runs. That's okay. Let's see how this is actually on Xilonen's boss. I know Mavweek is going to take these, but Sitlali's going to take a brand new boss. Depending on if I think I'm getting Mavweeka or not, I may or may not farm this. I don't know. Part of me wants to pre-farm Sitlali and then do Mavi farming on stream. The problem with this thing is you kind of need fucking Xilonen to kill it. Yeah, this is just going to be, like, not possible. It's too strong. And then I'm not going to be able to get it down when it's in that special state. So let's use my Xilonen Chasca team and just burn through it real quick. That's a monster. But where's my Xilonen Chasca team? Do I seriously not have one built right now? I don't need this. So we do Xilonen, Farina, Ororan, Chasca. This is goofy as shit, but I have C2 Chasca, so you can flex in Xilonen. This is goofy as shit because it's like an Electro Chasca, but it's equally as strong as my, if not stronger than my frickin' other goofy-ass motherfuckers. Xilonen's not buffing Chasca, per se, because she doesn't source sample, but she buffs the elements that Chasca does. She doesn't buff the Anemo, she buffs everything else, which is good. I'm assuming this thing will just go ahead and, like, get destroyed. Yeah, because there's a lot of extra damage that, you know, Ororan is tacking on here. So yeah, I mean, it works. I don't think I'll ever need that. You know, I think if we get one more 4-drop, we could save 40 resin. The chances of that happening are slim to fucking none. I've gotten 2 4-drops today, which is unheard of. Not that they actually saved me any resin at all, but... Happy my Bennett's finally up. At least there's that. I mean, DPS Layla with Chongyun was actually kind of cracked. As goofy of a team as that is, like, I loved doing that. So, doing this DPS Lynette video is going to be fun. I'm probably going to be doing Yao Yao. Not DPS, but I think, you know, a Yao Yao video is coming. Because everybody's going to cover Hazo, you know, and how quote-unquote good he is, even though I think he actually struggles quite a bit in a lot of things. Not because he's bad, it's just because the game isn't really centered around having a Hazo that is too strong. You know, like, it makes things difficult to have a Hazo that's particularly strong. Really? I just put Farina down for a reason, you turd. If we get one more 4-drop, we could be there. Wait, who just got the friendship level up? Oh! Dope. Ororon's already friendship 7. That shows you how much I've been fucking using him. Same thing with Chasca. Like, they're nuts. Like, awesomely nuts. Good Nuvi teams with no Farina, Kaz, or Gilo. Well, I would just focus on other buffers that you can implement. You want one additional Hydro character in the party. You want a Pyro character in the party for Vape, so probably Zhongli. You know, that Hydro character can be up to you. I'm trying to think of who I would want to buff. Like, I'm trying to think, like, is there any Hydro character that can run? Is there any Hydro character that can run Tenacity? I mean, obviously you want to run Marsho Says on him. That new Wave Riding Whirl is a good catalyst. I know it's a 4-star. Prototype Amber is typically his best free to play. If you have Ororon, he's good. You know, if you have Fischl, that's a good flex. You know, he can be Hyper Bloom. But, like, if you're gonna vape, I'd just do Bennett Zhongli and then another Hydro. Or a Swirler. You know, if you needed free to play, I would just take a blend, like do a blendy vapey team. You don't need double Pyro because double Pyro essentially means, hey, you're buffing attack, and Nuvi doesn't really buff attack. Oh yeah, Mulani's Sig is a fine option too. Yeah, I would probably go Zhongli, any Hydroflex that you want that's not going to take away from Nuvi's personal Vaporize possibilities. So, someone who's not going to be vaping instead of Nuvi, potentially a Hydro buffing character that maybe uses Noblesse or something. And I mean, you could do Bennett instead of Zhongli, but I think you want that Pyro app. And then you could flex in, like, Sucrose, you know, you could flex in another Anemo character. You know, kind of replace Kazuha. The EM buffing isn't important, but what is nice is the fact that you do get that, that other damage. You know what I mean? Did that really just nuke my Chasca, even though I was flying? I swear to God, this boss is such a pain. He just did my Chasca again. Ororon shreds. I don't want to hear it. Ororon shreds. Ororon carries. Barbara. Yeah, you could do Barbara. Because you'll be far enough away from the enemy, you won't be applying Vape with her elemental skill. You know? And she heals. Which is okay. You know? Because it'll combat Nuvi in case he gets damaged or takes self-inflicted damage. So that's probably a good way to go. Barbara, Nuvi, Zhongli, and then maybe Sucrose. You know, if you have cons on Sucrose, that's awesome. Because if I'm correct... yeah, that's an elemental damage bonus buff on her C6. I don't think she does anything else for the team other than, you know, fucking... Yeah, I don't think she does anything else for the team with lower cons, but if... Yeah, she doesn't really do anything with C2 other than making her burst last longer, I believe. You know? And I don't really think you need to worry about her talents at all. Because her shit doesn't help. Other than her Ascension 2, I believe. Or Ascension 1's important. You want to make sure you're swirling Hydro. That's the big thing. So, like, you'd want to put Barbara down, get them wet, swirl the Hydro with Sucrose to buff EM from Hydro characters, or for Hydro characters, and then stack the world's highest amount of EM on Sucrose, because there is no cap to her Ascension 2, it looks like. So, you know, if if Nuvi's getting an extra 200%, you know, because Sucrose has 1,000 EM or something, getting an extra 200% on Sucrose could be good, you know, extra 200 or an extra 200 EM on Nuvi for swirling Hydro, and then that boosts his vape damage, which is good. I mean, you don't typically need a lot of EM on Nuvi. I think like around 100 is where people hang out, I think. Don't quote me on that, though. Yeah, she definitely solves Diluc's EM problems, because you realistically don't need more than, like, 300 EM on Diluc. 200 to 300 is where I see a lot of people hanging out for Diluc. Same thing with Hu Tao. She solves some of Hu Tao's problems with EM if you're gonna run her in HP Sands. But, like, my Hu Tao's already capped out on HP with an HP Sands, and I got a nice amount of, Elemental Mastery in her kit. I'm not running her EM Sands. I believe I'm running her with a nice HP Sands, and then from there, I just got 2-piece, what's it called? Oh, where'd her fucking circlet go? I think it's on Kaching. Yeah, she's 81-201 with 145 EM in Jade Wing, and she's very strong. So that's probably fine. I think it's just about time to ascend xilonen. I'm not going to be, like, the defense that xilonen's at now, she's not going to be getting any, like, up to 3,200, she'll buff higher with Peak Patrol Song. But I'm pretty sure she just gets that when she uses her skill from Peak Patrol Song. But I think ascending her will help a little bit. She's 26 at base. Then we'll see what it is after Elemental Skill. I'll pause for a second and see where she gets up to. So now she's up to 29. So she goes up 300. If I ascend her, we'll see how much that jump really is. I mean, I'm seeing, like, consistent 30Ks. And when he goes up into this form, it looks like it halves everything. The reason why I'm TPing back is not because I need it, just because it's, I need the Phlogiston. Well, I don't need the Phlogiston, it just makes my life easier. And then I can just one-cycle it. If you go for Sucrose, I mean, if you have any team that's requiring EM, I would just do that, you know? I would just run Sucrose and stack a shit ton of EM on her, because she's really just Kazuha C2. You know? Like, she doesn't have that elemental... She does have an elemental damage bonus buff at C6, but, like, at C6, Sucrose, like, you can be very happy with Sucrose at C6 and never need Kazuha in your life. Kazuha with C2 is just slightly better than Sucrose C6. When I got Kazuha, I didn't have Sucrose. How is she on 72 health already? What the fuck? What did I do? Jesus. Alright, so we have enough now. So I guess I can go run ley lines. To center. Wherever they are. I hate farming ley lines and Notlin, but I gotta do it to, like, passively get Tyrant's Fangs, because, I mean, like, I'm not going out and farming, like, every Notlin character needs them, and I really, 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 really do not want to farm for them. Oh, God, I hate red check marks. Come on, just get it over with, Genshin. Come on. This always takes way too long. 12:11. This is coming tomorrow. Primos. First 4 days of the trial. Complete 3 character challenges. Oh, somebody subscribed. I don't know who, because the thing isn't popped up yet. But I got the ding ding. Let's see if it pops up on stream. I don't think it will. Oh my God, it did! Who is that? Who is that? I can't see. I can't read it. You of you. Thank you very much. Yeah, that took me a second to see. But thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. If you're hanging out in chat, that's awesome to see you. Or if you can't chat, that's okay. I don't know what YouTube allows for people to chat or not. They might need to be signed into their account. I don't know. I mean, if you're doing... The other thing with Sucrose is it's like the reduction between... Like her elemental damage bonus is great. Like, the reduction that you get is not to the point where it's like Kazuha is that much better. It's really not like mission critical. I'm gonna do 15 pulls because I'm at 65 pity tonight. With no guaranteed 50-50. Hello, you of you. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. So if I get Nuvi, great. If I don't, I'm not summoning anymore for him. You want me to try your Chasca? How good is your Chasca? Is your Chasca this good? You lost your 50-50. I'm sorry. Is your Chasca this good? If your Chasca's this good, then that's another thing. But you know, if your Chasca is better than I'm not trying to flex. In earnest, I love Chasca, and she's my favorite Notlin character to date, and I think she outshines any Fontaine character released. I just think she's so fucking cool. But I was like, C2, Double Crown, you know, when she's in game, you know, after Codex buff, she's at 99.6 with 260 crit damage, and I'm running her in Electro Chasca, essentially. So I have her using Oral Rod, so we get that passive buff. Oral Rod is C6, because I got C6 in the process of getting C2 Chasca. So essentially, now I can run her with xilonen to buff the Hydro and Electro damage that she deals. But she pretty much takes everything out in an instant. And, I mean, I'll go hit that one boss really quick. That one new boss that they just released. And show you something, because this is pretty cool. Because she's dealing that Night Soul aligned damage, I feel like she'll help out with the Trounce boss that they're going to release. I mean, I know nothing about it, but I'm sure it's going to have one of those stinky Night Soul effect shields that it requires to deal with. Your luck was good since Notlin came out. You got every Notlin character with 130 pulls? Holy shit. Nice. But Chasca just kind of destroys everything with high health. She does around 50k on her Electro Bullets, thanks to her Goblet and Ororon's attack buff at C6, and xilonen. And being able to flex xilonen in because she is C2 is wonderful. If you were going to try and flex her in at C1, it wouldn't quite work because you're going to end up... Like, I think you gain the chance to get that additional source sample at 3, but you gain a chance, but you can't actually utilize it because it won't trigger a reaction. Yeah, so it gives you an extra 33% chance to trigger it, but it doesn't buff her passive, which Bullet Trick. Like, it gives you a base of 33, 66, 100 when you're missing a character, but it doesn't allow you to cap out this buff here from Bullet Trick. So Chasca's totally worth it without Farina. You do not need Farina for fucking Chasca at all. You can run Chasca in any elemental team you'd like. Like a Melt Chasca's phenomenal. I actually have a overloaded Chasca. I think Chasca's best on Electro or Pyro Goblet, but I take this overloaded team. I have Auroron slotted in here because Farina, but you could take Fischl, Chevreuse, and then Barbara, and you're perfect. You know, because then you're getting a Pyro damage bonus, an Electro damage bonus. You're getting Chevreuse's attack bonus. You're getting a whole bunch of different things. What'd you type in, Yusef? You want me to look at your account on Akasha? You want a Chlorine's weapon to work on Kaching, the whole passive? It is kind of possible. You have to be careful with it. Yeah, it doesn't, I mean, like, the stats on it, like, as a stat stick, it's fine, but... Yeah, I'll actually take a look on Akasha here. Let me pull it up real quick. It's just going to take me a second to load in your UID into the thing here. The only problem is I don't know if every Akasha is ranking Chasca right now, or if Akasha is even up. It doesn't look like it's up. So this is what I'm seeing right now. As long as you have Chasca on your profile, this is not you, but this is you. I can't load it in. Let me go to Enka, see if Enka works. Why did my music stop? I have it set to replay. You stinker. Let's see if Enka pulls it up. Nice. Alright. What stats are we looking at? Alright, perfect. You're capping out with Codex. You got some more crit damage than I do. Wonderful. You're running attack percent, so you're going for an overall build. Oh, you ever C6. Very nice. Very nice. You're fucking crazy for the C6, but I love it, dude. I know my character here is kind of taking over the screen. I totally get not leveling her burst up because it does fuck with the off-field reactions, and when you trigger back into her elemental skill, it kind of fucks it up. Have you ever considered more elemental mastery? Because it will buff the reaction damage between the elements that you play her with. I know it's hard because attack percent's really strong and you got great crit rate here, but if you can incorporate a skosh bit more EM, or if you have an EM buffer in your team, it'll fucking help, like, big time. But Grazie, congrats on the C6, man. 70 resin for these artifacts. Congrats, dude. That's awesome. I mean, that's pretty much perfect crit rate, right? You know, and then you're capitalizing on as much crit damage as you can get. You know, these are all very high rolls. I mean, the only thing that would make it better is if it didn't hit EM here and hit crit damage, but I still think you need EM. So it's like, I think you could use up to like 120, you know, just because, like, my Chasca's EM is low right now. I'm working on getting it up. But if you take it up to like 120 to 150, you're going to end up having probably a better time with that reaction damage, because I'll show you in-game. My Chasca's 70 on the EM, so I'll show you what the multipliers look like. So at 70 EM, like, I got to get more EM on her. I would if you DM me on Discord with your account login info, or I could just try her in Imaginarium Theatrum if you add me as a friend. I'm actually saving for Sitlali, and by saving, I mean saving my money. Primo Gems go to refreshes, but let me show you the reaction damage on EM here. So right now, when you're doing overloaded superconduct, electrocharge, anything like that, you're only getting 54% increase. You could get up to like 100% increase with just a skosh bit more EM. Like you go to 140, 150, then you're pretty much doubling everything. After that point, it starts to fall off a little bit for those reactions, but like getting those reactions is actually quite strong. You know, so that's something you can consider and think about. I mean, that's something that I'm trying to work on right now, is actively finding what piece I can move out, you know, to kind of get that EM in there. Just kind of like try and find a spot to squeeze. And I mean, the feather's perfect, and it's probably just going to wind down to the flower, you know, potentially getting a better flower with some EM, you know, having instead of 2 HP rolls, two EM rolls with similar crit stats. You got Jean. I'm sorry. Are you saving up for Malvika misses? And also, random, you could use the new event weapon on Kaching as long as you have a shielder in the party. It is still quite strong. You know, it still works quite well. I would say that's fine if you use the new event weapon. You sent me the info? You DM me on Cord? I gotta pull up the stuff here. Perfect, thank you. I will do that in just a second. Is there a 2FA on there? Are you gonna get a login notification and dox me because you figured out where I'm logging in from? Okay, I'll tell you when I need the code. Give me just 1 second to ascend xilonen. I'll hide it on stream for just a minute while I do pull it up. I just gotta craft some of these up together here. To hopefully get enough geocrystals. Alright. I know, I'm just kidding. I use a VPN anyways, so it's fine. It doesn't matter. How many of these do I own? I can craft 1. So craft 3 of these, 1 of these, and 2 of these. Okay. Alright. I'm just slightly missing the Mora because I goddamn did that. We'll jump back to xilonen in a second. You can kill Arle and Crown or E. Yeah. Probably will be doing that. Or, oh, on your account. Oh, I was talking about my xilonen, but yeah, xilonen, no Arle, but, alright, I'm gonna hide this for just a second, and we are going to go to, just a black screen. Just so I can hide this for him. Alright. And wait, it's already out? No, the banner's waiting. Wait, what? Henry, how'd you get Nuvi? Oh, because you got the pulls you needed. Wait, now I'm very confused. I thought banner releases at same time. Oh, it doesn't release worldwide at the same time? What? What? I thought it always released at the same time. I thought it released for the same time across servers. Zeno, I DM'd you on Discord. It's only out for EU and Asia. Of course it is. Of course it is. While I'm waiting for this thing, let me pull up this here and show you guys this Chasca one more time. So, oh, hold on. I've just got a notification really quick. Alright, so check out this Chasca. So this gentleman's Chasca here is absolutely cracked. So he's got 279 crit damage. Oh, I just got the code for it. Alright. Alright, back to Genshin. Now, ping might be a little bit not the greatest, because it is a non-NA account, I believe. Maybe it is an NA account. I don't know. It's got a different UID, so let's do this here. Might take a skosh of a second to load in, because my graphics settings might not apply here. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So that's up to whether or not Genshin decides to be normal. Alright. Wow. Alright, so we got Gaming and Chasca, or Gaming and Chevy on here. Alright, this gentleman. Let's take a quick peek at his account. Oh my god. Absolutely nuts. Look at that. Look at that Chasca. Have you guys ever seen a Chasca this good? This is kind of insane. Look at those artifacts. You either gave me the wrong account or he's the best troll in the world. He's not running Fav or Tassel on Chevy? Okay, we gotta fix that really quick. No. No. Yes. No, that's not really. No. Yes. Traveler, typically, this is the best for a Nemo. Well, no. I guess you could go Rancor. I think Fillet Blade is fine, honestly. I'm going to go ahead and lock these for this gentleman, because he's going to regret not being able to have these in a while. Same thing if he has any white tassels. Oh, he's got Chi-Chi? Oh, shit, he got Chi-Chi. Okay, we're going Cool Steel Chi-Chi. Hell yeah. Cool Steel Chi-Chi. What's this gentleman got for artifacts? He's got Traveling Doctor. Increases incoming healing by 20%. That is not what we want. Max HP, chests, no. We want exiles. Do we have an attack exiles? Yes, we do. Let's set it to exiles, baby. Okay. Wow, he's got a lot of exiles pieces. Nice. Does he have one with, like, ER? Yeah, I like this. And then what are their exiles? We got attack and HP. Perfect. We don't need crit stats. And then... oh, we got an exiles attack percent sands. Wonderful. And then do we have a healing bonus? What are the odds we have an exile healing bonus? What are the odds we have a healing bonus in general? Please tell me we have a one. Any with attack sub? No. Alright, Chi-Chi, built. Dory, meh. Does he need Kale right now? No. Let's look at cons. Oh, C2 Kale. C3 Candace. No cons on Traveler yet? Hasn't used them? Let's get a team for this gentleman here. Let's get a team for him. So I'm thinking we do use Chi-Chi because low AR, it always helps to have healer. She's got nice cryo application, but for this case, we're going to use Kaya as the off-field. Chevreuse, con at 0. Good for attack buff, but not good for pyro application. Doesn't have Zhongli yet because he hasn't done the Spiral Abyss. He has Toma, but it looks like Gaming is going to be his DPS here. So let's go ahead and start our alternation here. And then in Gaming's kit, I've never actually dealt with building him. I know he does plunging, and I know he utilizes HP. I just don't know if it... Yeah, I know he's HP scaling, kinda. I think this is probably going to be his best, because we're doing Melt here for EM. Alright. What do we got? What do we got? Do we got a Pyro bonus? Do we got a Pyro bonus? Yes. I know it's Tenacity. Do we have another secondary Tenacity piece? Yes. Yes, that's fine. Is this better? No. That is not. Alright, and then what can we do? I mean, does he have Glad? I mean, does he have Glad? He has no Glad. Only 3-star pieces. Instructors could be viable. How many Instructors pieces does he have? 57? Okay. It's a flower. So gun after substats, maybe. This has got 2 rolls. I mean, it starts with attack. And then... Sonojour? What does that mean? Oh, Sojourner? Sojourner. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Unfortunately, his pieces are not the greatest. Do we have any crit rate main stat circlets? If he had some better Sojourner pieces, it would be the way to go. Totally forgot about that set. I mean, that's got a crit damage substat. I know it's a single roll, but Lucky Dog isn't important. I think we gun after an Instructor circlet here. Or Instructor Sands. I don't think we need any more EM. And his passive 2 doesn't focus on... No, it's just like when he has less HP or when he has more HP. He just heals and damages himself. His attacks don't scale on HP. I don't think. No. So I think this would be the way to build Gaming. 2-piece Instructors temporarily with 2-piece Tenacity. Pyrogob, Attack Sands, HP focus, and then crit rate circlet with crit damage. That'll fix his stats. That gives him EM right off the gate. What does he ascend with? Who knows? I don't know what he ascends with. It's probably something dumb like HP. Chevreuse, we're going to want to stack HP all over to buff her passive talent, which scales this once he gets her up to level 60. So I guess it's not that important to have Chevreuse here. This is going to trigger Overloaded, so maybe we need Overloaded on a separate Chevreuse team. Let's maybe not use Chevy here. HP build is important for Chevy, but not until she ascends. So I think what we can go ahead and do is introduce a Hydro character like Candace for off-field burst. And since he doesn't have it, well, he has a couple cons on Candace, it'll make her strong. So Candace, her burst scales with HP, so we're just going to stack main stat HP on everything and gun after as much HP as possible. So taking that Tenacity, that's good. That's a defense, so no, but this is good. So we can cover our base with 2-piece Tenacity. Is there a... Instructors is good too, because of the EM buff for party members, but I don't think it's that important here. Is there an HP set? I don't particularly just want to use Exiles. I think it's just Exiles. And Sojourners doesn't make sense. So I think we'll use Exiles. So yeah, we'll use Exiles. Assuming there's an HP Sands floating around somewhere in here. Hey, Yu. You might have gave me the wrong account, but it's fine. I could do adventures. Yeah? Alright. Let's find an HP Sands here. 2-piece gives 1,000 HP. Yeah, that is true. I think the percentage is going to be a harder buff in the long run. We got 2-piece, yeah, and that's ER, which is needed for burst. Then weapons-wise, what does he have? Okay, we're going to go ahead and lock his white tassels, because those are important. I think we just go also... I would go black tassel, but I think Fav Lance is going to be better here. I know her HP scaling is better for off-field, but she needs to actually be able to get her burst up. Do you mind if I con your characters? You got a fucking ton of Mora, dude. Jesus Christ. God, it's like 11 mil. Alright, so Kaya typically, I mean, 3-star goes cool steel, I think. I think that's okay. Unless we wanted to take him ER on Skyrider? I mean, that's a personal effect. I mean, the high base attack on Prototype would be nice, but it's physical damage buffing. I think we run him Fav here, because we want ER to keep nice burst up time. And then artifacts-wise... I totally used the wrong server. Is this not even your account? This should be EU. That's an American number. I've been playing on some random-ass person's account. Nice. Well, whoever's account this is, maybe got blessed. Yeah, this is very much not EU. Does someone want to explain how did you get the login code for this? You must have the email on an NA version. Jesus Christ. Well, I mean, obviously you know how to build characters, so I think helping you out with, I want to be able to log out of this, but, like, respectively log out of this. Yeah, this is your account. Okay. I was about to say, I was like, this is your account on different servers. So I was like, it must not have intended to... I can't believe I selected America. Jesus Christ. Well, you have a lot of Mora on here. Let me get out of this cutscene. You want to know what's great about Zenless? You could just skip all this shit. Alright. I want to be able to log out and not just close out of my game. Does it have any pulls? I don't know. I'll look. I'll go ahead and claim your mail for you, because I'm sure there's mail. Yeah. And... oh, God. I'll tell you how many pulls you have in a second. You must not like claiming your achievements. Does anybody else like clicking buttons? Holy moly. How much of the quest has this guy done? You've done all the Vanarana quests? Why? You've done Afratu's Dilemma? And you've entered Vorashaka? Collect the 5 quarry bots? What the fuck? What are you doing on this account? Why are there so many achievements? What on earth? They defeated the Thunder Manifestation? What the Jesus Christ? Bro! What the f... okay. Alright, I was about to be, like, royally scared if, like... Okay, so... Okay. I will try and get Zhongli. How much frost-bearing have they done? If they've done all the frost-bearing, I'm seriously worried for their mental health. I've done it, but Jesus. What the fuck? What the fuck? Did this person... There's no way to delete a character. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, he did every quest possible with, like, level 14 characters. I don't even know what his AR is. I mean, he obviously didn't walk over by Timaeus, so I don't think he ever used the alchemy table. So there's that. Jesus, ever-loving Christ. That's the entire Frostbearing tree, is it not? Or does it go up to level 8? It goes up to level 8. No, it goes... What? It goes to 12. C0 Nuvi? That... Well, since this is on NA servers, I don't think it can wish for Nuvi yet. Yeah. Just Chasca. We're not even anywhere close to how many goddamn primos we have. What the f... Oh my god, he hasn't... Ugh! Okay, well, we'll get there. I mean, it's a matter of when we get there, but we'll get there. Oh my Jesus Christ. Time to... Mondstadt, highly dangerous. What's his AR? 44? Huh? Huh? Okay. Oh my god, he's done a lot of quests. He's done all the Dainichi Mikoshi. He's done Caterpillar. What the fuck? What on earth is this account? They've done, like, no exploration. I mean, I guess why would they need to? If they're AR 44, because they had to ascend and get to that adventure rank. You know what I mean? They have to ascend in order to get those numbers. Meaning they ascended to AR 44 with a level, like, 14 characters? What on earth? How, what on earth is this? They're 44. They're not capped out. They're, yeah, we forgot about C6 Chasca. This is more impressive. Whoever did this is insane. Have they unlocked a single artifact domain? They haven't unlocked a single artifact domain. Like, unless this one. Well, they've had to unlock this one because it's part of a fucking quest. They haven't unlocked, like, a fucking artifact domain. They've never got artifacts. As far as I am aware, they haven't really pulled? I don't know how they got those weapons. I mean, they're pulling on standard banner. Are they pulling on limited? They are pulling on limited. This is way more impressive than that Chasca. What's the highest? What on earth? Why level 13? Why'd you stop at 13? Have you not used level up books? You haven't used level up books. So I don't want to touch it, okay? I'm not touching this account. Because whoever's doing this is a very clear mission, and I'm not going to fuck that up. Their Mora is insane, though. How much even is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 12 million mora just from quests and explorations. Probably not spending a dime. This is level 13 just from exploring and quests and killing enemies. It must take so long to kill something. Don't worry, I will. This gentleman needs to claim his achievements. That's his only thing. He's done all the Archon quests, it looks like, for the most part. Because he's just been gated on Notlin. I say gentleman, this could be a lady as well. All of these are on 10/15. Is this guy like an achievement hunter? Like, all of these were on October 15th. Is this a real account? How much did they play every day in October? Are they just going world quest by world quest? How many of these are there? Oh, God. All on 10/16. Was the last time they, like, did anything on the 16th of October? Either the EU Mora is at 0 or 10 million. How does your friend play the game? Do they know they can level up characters? Or are they a masochist? They're a masochist. In the best way possible. But this is ridiculous. How many goddamn achievements? How many goddamn achievements? Dude, there's so many achievements. I'm not... Well, yes, I am. I'm gonna claim them all. Yeah! Completed the Eternal God, and, like, all of these are world quests. The Swordfish 2 squad? I mean, they haven't done any fishing, right? Thank God. They've done all of the Leeway quests because of all of these. But they did them all on the 16th. But they've also done the Inazimate quests. How are they AR-45? Is there a way to see when this account was created? I mean, it's just a random-ass name. Yeah, Amber, that's right. What the fuck? October 5th and their AR-44? With all world quests and store... There's no way all the world quests are done. No. Okay, what? Jesus. Holy fuck. What? This is the most confusing thing I've ever seen. I don't even know how they did this. They haven't set a birthday. Have they even entered into the shop? Have they bought anything? Well, at least not this month. But they have used their primos. Yeah, ask your friend what he did, because this is, like, wildly confusing. Doesn't look like he's checked any of his notices. Anywhere? Not for Chasca Banner. He hasn't been on for Chasca Banner. He hasn't been out since that Invocation event. He hasn't been out for... He hasn't even got Kachina. He's somehow obtained a 5-star artifact. I mean, he's obviously crafted a lot of food. Has he done all the statues of the 7? In Mondstadt. And he's done it in Leeway, so he's maxed out his stamina cap. Yeah, he killed the boar. Yeah, he's killed a Mirror Maiden without being trapped. If he gets trapped, he's dead at AR-44. Somehow he's killed the Thunder Manifestation, which I don't know why he did that. Oh, I think he had to do that. Oh, I think you got a trial character to do that in the quest. That's probably how he did it. I don't know why he spent so much time in Dragonspine and unlocked all these chests and got all this stuff. Awfully confusing. Yeah, ask your friend what he did. In the meantime, I'm going to claim achievements. And because I have, like, this is, like, fun. I just like pressing the button. I'm not going to wish on this account unless it's yours and you want me to. But if your friend's doing a very specific thing, like, I don't want to fuck up that very specific thing. Okay. Yeah, I'm not... Because all of his characters are at C0. The only 5-star he has is Chi-Chi. So I'm assuming 5 stars are okay. Getting Chasca for him would be a nightmare. Because farming in Notland would be an absolute fucking nightmare. Standard banner characters are probably fine. How many pulls does he have? That's the question. Like 50-ish. He hasn't claimed as Barbara? Is he an idiot? Are you sure you want me to roll for Lene? Are you positive? I mean, I'm gonna go for Abyss. I'm gonna try it. I just need some characters to do it. That's a quest. Those are trial runs. Oh my god. How much of this shit is there? And there's Imaginarium. Yeah, I think I'm going to be spending the rest of stream fixing it. And then trying to clear Abyss. 4-3 of Abyss is the goal. Yeah, he doesn't need Sanctifying. Or you. He's getting some pieces here. I did check your Chasca. Don't worry. I checked out your Chasca on Akasha. It's awesome. Pull for Lene? You sure you want me to pull? On your account or on this account? He isn't claiming the bounties. This little goofball. Alright, we'll rip for Lene. Let me just make sure I got all the primos. Is it worth leveling? No. On this? Okay. Wait, he hasn't done Sumeru. Well, I guess you don't need to. Alright, we'll try out for Lene. Does he have Pity? Did he get Chi-Chi on this account? Or did he get... Or on this banner? Or did he get Chi-Chi on Standard? He got Chi-Chi on this. So he's got like 35 Pity. We got 50 pulls. Guaranteed Lene. No, he got it from here. He didn't get it from the 5-star selector. All of these pulls are free to play. So now we should get... Dude, if we get Aura on this account's gonna be cracked or Sucrose. Those are two needed characters. I would venture and argue. His 3-star weapons are going to get refined and locked, so I can figure out which ones I want to use in the Abyss. Okay, Sucrose, that's good. That's good. I'm going to use her. Actually, I don't think I need 2 teams. Actually, early on. I don't think I need 2 teams. Early? No early. Let's get an Auroron. Can we get some Aurorons in chat? Can we get some Auroron luck in chat, please? Can we hope for Aurorons and not, like, Favlances and, you know, the Bells and Fav Codex? Actually, Fav Codex would be nice. We want some Aurorons. We want Aurorons. Rust? Okay, good bow. That's good bow. Depends who it's used on. But that's good bow. Do we know what kind of bow we'd want to use on Lene? I don't know. I'd like to have some primos over for resin, if possible, because getting these characters up to 40 is going to be a little bit goofy. We need some Aurorons. That's what we fucking need. Yes! You guys are fucking awesome. Perfect. He's going to help out so much. Oh, thank God. Perfect. Auroron's going to help, but I'm going to have to do his trial to level him. Or to ascend him. I think. All right, there's our 5-star. All right, and there's our guaranteed Lene. Wonderful. All right, perfect. Oh, yeah, you're right. He probably does have a shit ton of fragile. Yeah. Okay. And a shit ton of sigils. Can he even use these for anything? Maybe weapon luck? Good idea. I don't know why there's still all this shit. I am a full believer in removing notifications because I think it's bad juju. Let's see if I can level characters for standard polls to get. So, we're obviously going to use Lene because he's strong as shit. We're not going to be able to level him up because we don't have those. We'll get some. And then weapon, what are we using on him? Trail? Not slingshot? I feel like Raven Bow might be a little bit more consistent. Oh, trail for 3 flowers? Yeah. Trail of pear, yeah. Where is it, though? Oh, no, that's a fucking weapon. You know, we might have some billets that we can actually use to craft things. Prototype not Amber, Rancor is probably better. Alright, so I guess we try for weapon. And we gun after Lene's. No dice. That's gonna go on Barbara. I don't think there's any pity on this. I would highly... Oh my god, I got scared there. And flute. Alright, uno mas. Then we'll get some more pulls later from Abyss. And we'll get some characters. Alright, so we got 32 of this. He doesn't need a Kaya or Barbara Khan. We'll be able to do 6 more pulls. And then we'll be able to do, actually, 11 more pulls. And then we'll do some on standard because we can. Alright, let's rip into another 10, see how this goes. Man, it's scaring me every time. Like, I'm getting, like, all goosey. Okay, Fat Bow. I mean, not gonna use it. And Fab Lands. Okay, I mean, oh, shit. That's a fucking nice addition to this AR-44 only level 14 characters account. We got one more! We got one more! And we'll get more from the standard banner. Because Star Glitter. Really? I can't do a fucking 10 pull. Alright, I'm gonna send a character. Fucking not dealing with that. Who am I most likely gonna use? Anybody? Nobody has talents leveled, which is kind of bastardous. Is Ororon today? No. Who is today that we can actually use? No. No. Wait, today's Tuesday. Hey, it's up to you. I can't tell anybody to pull for Chasca. But, I mean, pull for Chasca, because Chasca's amazing. Alright, so we're gonna have to make a little trip into Notland for Ororon. I gotta see what Candace's are. Now, mind you, this guy hasn't unlocked any domains. So, these are Monday, so no. Chi-Chi is Monday. Kaya is Wednesday. Who's Tuesday? Monday. Tuesday. This is Wednesday. Monday. Fuck. How does he not have any of these? You would think he'd get them from, like, chests and shit. What does it mean exchanged in the gift shop? Oh, okay. Because I think in Maluzine Village you can get some of those. Maybe. Yeah, I can use the Chasca for a bit. Just send me... Or actually, I think I should be able to just quit out of this, switch the region to EU. I wonder if I'll need another login code. Alright, let's try this. Let's rip this Chasca real quick. Let's see what this is like. Hell yeah. Crack Chasca time. I didn't see what element he was running on his Chasca. Or no, he's running attack, so he's not running element. It's going to take a second for this server to connect, I feel like. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll be quick. I don't know how... I've never played on an EU server with my account, so I don't know how the ping is going to react. Hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. Because when I use, like, a European VPN, I don't really think it's that bad. It's like 100. Mona. Okay. Nice. Nice. You're still winning? Ayo! Alright, let's go kill Arlie. He said to kill Arlie, so let's go kill Arlie. He doesn't have Arlie unlocked, so we gotta do matchmaking on Arlie. Which I kind of forget how to do. It's like this, right? Or we don't have to matchmake for it. Okay, I'm gonna switch around your team really quick, because I'm a little bit of a goofball. And the way that I work things, I used to do DPS first slot, but it's easier for me to go 1, 2, 3, 4 than it is for me to go 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know why, but all right, let's try this out real quick. I know Arlie doesn't like Pyro, but I don't honestly think it's going to be that bad. I mean, Zhongli level 40, it doesn't really matter what their levels are, it just matters that their elements exist. And if Zhongling C6, where the hell is Arlie? That's very nice. Yeah, it's just like mine, except C6, which makes it have that additional extra shell. How is the burst? Burst is good. Okay. Man, that charge is fast. I didn't think the charge was that fast. I mean, I knew it was fast, but I didn't think it was that fast. Jesus Christ. Alright, Zhongling's gonna eat shit. Don't matter. Let's get Bennett buff down. Jesus Christ. Well, that takes everything out. I'm assuming he wants me to claim the resin on this. Nice, and a solvent. There you go. I'll do one more thing. I'll swap the team around and hit up the Capybara. Just as like a base damage test, if he doesn't mind. He's using attack percent on Chasca. So, what does he have leveled? He doesn't have his Auron leveled, but does he have him conned? Yes. Does he have Cinder City? Oh my god, this guy's got like no artifacts. That's fine. I'm gonna pull that off of Mona. And pull that off of her. And pull this off of Mona for the time being. Just to give the Cinder buff to Auron. And then I'm sure there's an attack Sands lingering around. Upgrade her E? Whose E? Upgrade the E of Auroron? A lot of HP sands. Is there any attack here? On Zhongli. Upgrade the E on Chasca? Okay. You want me to solvent into it? Because... Craft 10. Okay. Alright. Alright. Let us go solvent. And then... Let's go figure some stuff out. So... That's craftable. What's in the shop? The fact that this is a C6 free-to-play Chasca is absolutely fucking nuts. With this being the only LTM character on the account is fucking nuts. When was your account made? Or no, that's not where I look. What's the AR? 54? Nice. Yeah, 7321. Okay. You've been saving. You've been saving for a long time, man. Congrats. It's just a stupid amount of Mora. It's a nice amount of Mora. Oh my god. Okay. And you got her signature. Nice. Oh, I see Nuvi's out already. Is there any way we can get those books without having to go for those books? Hasn't sanctified, or he has sanctified, okay. Yeah, I understand how to convert, you ding-dong. Chasca's books are... These. Layla's got the bonus. I'm assuming he's not going to need these. Alright, so we need 5 golds, which we should be able to easily get. I've seen the conversion function, dude. Stop doing that. Alright, and then we need some Tyrant's Fangs. Let's hope he's got some. Yeah, he's got some. We don't want a refund, we want a double. We just want a double. That should be enough, right? Hopefully. Maybe? It doesn't actually tell you if it's enough. Yeah, that's enough. Okay. And then we gotta sanctify 2 of those things. 2 silken feathers. Nice. And then how many books we need? It's like 5, right? I think we need 5. Yeah, 5 books. Alright, so we got... I'm going to condense the resin unless he's got condensed chilling right now. No, okay. Oh, we can only craft 1. Do you want me to use your fragile? Do you want me to use your fragile, or are you saving your fragile? And have you maxed out... Like, if you haven't maxed out the fountains, I could do that. Use 4? Okay. Oops, I'm a goofball. Alright, we should be able to get 5 mats from there.